contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Moore, Oklahoma, weighing in at 230 pounds, Bateman!
Main event time on Championship Wrestling. TK Todd Countley, Jack Farmer. We are joined by the United Heritage Champion, BHK Kevin Martinson, and a lot of personal nature in this one, and it has certainly spelled out and affected you as well, BHK. Whoa. Whoa. Bateman got involved in your recent title matchup as we await PPA.
And introducing his opponent from Carson City, Nevada, weighing in at 181 pounds, Pretty Peter Avalon!
A lot of history between these two of the most decorated champions in the history of this program. Of course, Avalon, a tag team champion many times over, long reigning heritage champion. This one's not about titles. It certainly is very personal.
Yeah, Peter Avalon hasn't liked the way that Tyler Bateman's been handling things as of late, but personally, if you ask me, I'd stay out of Bateman's way. I don't know about you, champ.
Yeah, I was in that six-man tag team match when all this started. If you remember when Peter was trying to make that tag and Bateman didn't like that he was...
We go back to the Red Carpet Rumble. You know, the three of you guys worked together to eliminate Final Destination from the Rumble, and then you met each other in six-man tag action, and that's when Benedict Bateman turned his back on a couple of the originals from the United Wrestling Network. That had to shock you, champ.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we were all cool, a bunch of old guys, a bunch of originals. I thought we were all going to be friends and join forces and take out the Arizona boys, but, you know, Bateman had other ideas, it looks like.
And then Bateman went on. He was eliminated in the Red Carpet Rumble by E.J. Sparks. Defeated E.J. Sparks one-on-one competition, then hit a second death from above after the matchup, extracurricular, and that didn't sit well with Peter Avalon, who was on commentary. But what do you make of Bateman's involvement in your recent title defense over Evan Daniels when he came in and hit Daniels with a brainbuster? I don't think you ever saw it during the match, champ, but I'm sure you've reviewed the footage since.
Yeah, much like whatever it is that he just did right now, I don't know what this guy's been thinking lately. And like you said, I didn't even know he came out to help. I thought Evan was just still knocked out from the spear on the apron, but yeah, apparently Bateman decided he needed to give me a hand, which is kind of weird after the last time I saw him. He was trying to snap my larynx in half on the turnbuckle, but again, with a guy like this, you never really know what he's thinking.
Maybe, perhaps a bit of a master of puppets, you know, pulling the strings is Bateman. Yeah. Former champion in his own right, former television champion a couple times over, he's a Red Carpet Rumble winner, PP3 Cup holder. You know, these guys have done it all, and you have a unique
So it's almost like you're saying everything except this title right here.
Indeed.
Do you think that's what's spurring him on? Do you think that's why he keeps waving at you and getting in your business?
I don't know, man. This guy's nuts. I don't really understand anything he's ever thinking, but, you know, that's part of why I'm out here. I wanted to get a closer look at this. I know these two guys better than anybody in the locker room.
Well, I wouldn't want to crawl into the head of Bateman because that's a scary place, but maybe he wants to preserve your title reign to get a shot and, you know, try and take out another day one guy of the United Wrestling Network, perhaps.
Well, yeah, you talk about getting into the head of Bateman. I've done interviews for Championship Wrestling for about 3 years now, and let me tell you, I've looked right into Bateman's eyes, and saying it's terrifying doesn't do it justice. There's something going on in that guy's head.
It's two guys that have held a lot of gold here in the United Wrestling Network and have taken the show on the road. Of course, Peter Avalon, AEW. You got Bateman, a former Trios champion in Ring of Honor. And just proof positive the type of talent that was homegrown here in the United Wrestling Network. And we'll see if these two can settle their disputes here in this main event.
Yeah, Kevin, as you can attest to, though, for everywhere they've been, as popular as they've been, the network television they've been on, it's not going to do them any good once they're here at the United Wrestling Network, they got to prove it again here.
Oh, absolutely. And nobody's proven themselves more than these two guys. Like I said, we've all been here since the very beginning. I've wrestled Peter more than anybody in my entire career. I mean, well, not just me, but also, unfortunately for Peter, my evil clone was some of those matches that he had, but we don't need to talk about that right now.
Let me ask you this. Is Bateman some stalling tactics? A little bit of a different Bateman than usually Bateman has one speed, and that's full speed ahead. Headlock takedown. I got to ask you, champ, since you have a unique knowledge of both competitors, what are your keys to victory for Avalon and for Bateman in this?
I mean, Peter's off to a good start right now. He's got to try to out-wrestle him, out-quick him, use his speed, use his agility. Get him down on the ground like this. This is a good start. Bateman likes to strike a lot with his hands and his elbows and his feet and his knees, and pretty much everything he could strike with. So if he could take out some limbs.
For that golden arch,
yeah.
We've seen that a lot in the past, put a lot of guys away with that. And if he could take out the wheels of Bateman, nice drop kick by Avalon, Bateman might not be able to posture up and hit that death from above.
Yeah, and
that's true. If he can't stand, he's not going to be able to drop that. Oh, look out. Here we go.
Swing and a miss by Bateman. Avalon outside, inside, sunset flip. Used to talk about sunset flip on the Sunset Strip way back in the Championship Wrestling from Hollywood days. Here's the cover. Avalon looking to put him away. No, sir, not yet.
See, it's like he heard me already. Speed, agility, out-quicking him. That's what he's got to keep doing.
All right, so on the flip side, does Bateman need to turn this into a fight?
Oh,
into
yeah.
a brawl?
I think every match he's ever had, that's the first thing he's looking to do. Scratch, claw, bite, just do whatever he can. Let's not forget, this is a guy that comes out with filthy, sleeveless Ted Bundy t-shirts on.
Playtime might be over in this one. Jack, are you surprised that Avalon has been the aggressor in this?
I am a little surprised. I'm surprised it's been so effective. I felt like everyone was playing right into Bateman's hands, but Peter Avalon really taking it to Bateman here. And I gotta say, Avalon looks like he's put on some muscle here. He looks like he's ready for a fight.
Avalon is beating Bateman at his own game right now. He's beating Bateman when it comes to physicality, and that's not something I necessarily expected. But, and again, I think the temper running hot and heavy through Avalon after what Bateman's put him through as of late.
Well, yeah, Bateman's been ruffling a lot of feathers lately. Even apparently you, champ, he's been getting in your way a lot. And I know this is a conflict business, but eventually it's going to come back to bite you.
Avalon staying in control. Well, if the first one doesn't get you, the second one will. Now side Russian leg sweep, heads up move, and it might be a heads off move for Avalon as he came crashing down in a bad way, and Bateman now in control. We got to take a break. Bateman turning things around. We'll be back.
I love to drive. It's my me time, my getaway, my escape. Nothing can ruin it, except for a car breakdown. That's why I called CarShield. CarShield administrators help get those repairs paid. I trust CarShield with my baby, and you should too. CarShield has plans that include protection on major parts and systems like the engine, transmission, entertainment system, air conditioning, electronics, and more. CarShield administrators go the extra mile by including rental car options. You also get emergency services for flat or damaged tires, lockouts, dead batteries, and courtesy towing. All at no additional cost. Darlings, saving on expensive car repairs is just a phone call away. For me, it's a no-brainer.
Protect yourself from the unprecedented rise in costs for parts and repairs. Call now to save money with your price lock guarantees. Call 800-284-5872.
Don't worry. It's fake. That's a fake bomb. That's a fake class.
Oh, I'll do it. I swear on my mother's grave.
Fake threat. Fake dead guy. Fakes like those don't scare me. But fake meds, that's a different story. Verify your meds with Safe.Pharmacy. Protect those you love from bad meds.
Welcome back, everyone, to our main event. Throughout the break, Bateman dominating, but Avalon doing his best to fight back, but tough to do because Bateman's so devastating. Todd Kentley, Jack Farmer were joined by BHK, Kevin Martinson, the Heritage Champion. What can Avalon do to escape this onslaught right now?
This is exactly where Peter didn't want to be. All that speed and agility is kind of gone out the window right now. Once Bateman gets you down, he's going to keep you down.
And Bateman just loves to hurt people. He just loves to pick people apart. I always say if he wasn't paid to hurt people, he'd be doing it for free. As he picks Avalon and just goes to work. You don't want to get behind on a guy like Bateman who's going to keep on dishing out punishment like this. It's going to be very difficult for Avalon to get back in this if he lets this continue.
Bateman just punishing
He
Avalon.
wants us to be quiet.
Looking for another big shot here. Calls the audible. And now swinging net breaker by the main man, Bateman, who has a lot of success in the history of in this program, in this building. Won one of his television titles right here, defeating Royce Isaacs back in 2019 Coastline Clash. How about that? The shin right across the back of the neck. He's really attacking that upper body region, the head, the neck of Avalon. Perhaps Champ trying to soften him up for that death from above.
Yeah, Peter's got to try to turn this around now, get back on his feet before it's too late. If you let Bateman just pick you apart like that, he's not going to be getting back up.
Bateman, if you look at his face, he is just enjoying this. Just a sick and twisted individual using that elbow again. And this is why I said earlier, if I was Avalon, I'd stay out of Bateman's way.
Peter's no slouch, so you don't want to be doing this to him.
Avalon, and Avalon is not having it.
Oh, come on, ref.
This is just going after the eyes here. And look, you want to win a wrestling match, but you want to be able to see after it's over.
Yeah, see again, like what I was saying before, filthy sleeveless Ted Bundy t-shirt guy. Like this is exactly what you expect from someone like that. The level of violence, he's going to dig in your eyes. He's going to
now biting. Went to the eyes, now biting.
Right on cue.
And I don't think, Bateman is a guy that just has no remorse for his actions. You said it best, Jack, earlier when you said this guy just likes to punish people. I don't even know if he cares if he wins or loses this match. He's flirting with disqualification right now. He just wants to hurt Avalon.
Yeah, he's enjoying this. He's enjoying what's happening here. Just lining up that shot.
Yeah, Pete, you're going to want to get out of there. You don't want to take too many more of those.
No, nasty stuff. I mean, hot knife through butter. And Bateman, one of the most lethal strikers, if not the most we've ever seen in the history of the Night Wrestling Network, looking for the victory now, doesn't elect to hook the leg. And it's like a cat playing with its prey right now, cat and mouse tactics. And Bateman's in total control, or is he? Desperation jawbreaker by Avalon. Avalon's such a great veteran. He's always got a fighting chance.
Ooh, there's that knee from earlier.
And, to your point,
look out.
Nice, there's that quickness.
And as soon as Avalon has control, Bateman smartly to the outside.
Springboard cross body by Avalon. Well, that's something out of your playbook, BHK.
I'm allowed to clap for stuff, right? We got to give it up for that, Pete.
Avalon taking control. Let's take a look back. Look at this springboard crossbody.
Yeah,
inside,
I would like
outside.
to see that again.
Avalon going high risk. Wow.
Beautiful crossbody.
Stay on him, Pete.
Bateman.
Boy, Avalon, where he's finding this, I don't know. Big DDT.
And this is what Avalon needs to do if he wants to have a chance. Goes for the pin.
And BHK, that's a flurry you got to be proud of there by Avalon. As you're an expert at stringing together offense.
Hey, Todd, you know more than anybody. You've been calling this guy's matches for 15 years now. You can never count Peter out. He's the most resilient superstar we've ever seen in this company.
Too much power, though.
But it doesn't do much when you just keep getting elbowed in the jaw like that. Oh, maybe it doesn't matter.
Going to the eyes again. Fish hook city here. Illegal in every single combat sport. And Bateman taking advantage. And almost a variation of the death from above right to the back of the head. Might have caught him in that external occipital protuberance that Gorilla always talked about. And you can see the effects here. Avalon might be out.
Well, going back to what you were saying earlier about Bateman just wanting to hurt people, you're not seeing him go for quick pins. You're not seeing him go for quick covers.
But he might be looking for quick death here. Death from above.
Oh, nice
it was
feet.
countered by the knees. What a counter heads-up move there by
strike
Avalon.
two. There we go. That's it.
Death
goes
Valley
the pin.
driver. Going for the cover, looking for the win. No, not yet. What a match in our main event.
Look at the face of Avalon. He thought he had it. He thought that was it.
Two of the best to ever do it in the history of the United Wrestling Network. Decorated champions of the past. And these two, it's not about titles here. It's
I know
about
what he's
bragging
going
rights.
for here. I've been on the receiving end of this plenty. Oh,
Too much power. Oh my goodness.
Oh, through,
Out
pin.
the back door. Avalon looking for the golden arch again.
oh, second time in the match.
Oh, and he's wrenching it back.
That single leg crab.
He had it hooked in briefly earlier, and you saw when Bateman went to pick him up a few minutes ago, his knee buckled.
He beat David Arquette in this building with that move at one point. That's a former WCW World Champion.
Well, that move's beaten a lot of champs.
Both these guys are ready
Stay
to
on him,
rumble.
Pete.
That's no doubt about it.
But Avalon didn't get the job done. And if you don't get the job done against Bateman, Bateman's going to come back stronger than ever.
Outside, inside again. Counter nicely looking for the death from above. That's the second time he went for it. Hasn't been able to hit it.
Oh, nice
Upstairs,
fake out.
downstairs.
Misdirection. Both these guys seem to have studied. Get a pin.
Oh, feet on the ropes.
Oh, ref, come on.
Here is your winner, Bateman!
Let's take a look back at this. Both were trying to hit the heavy artillery. Bateman couldn't hit the death from above. Avalon couldn't hit the martinis. Bateman had to resort to feet on the ropes, extra leverage to get the win. Your thoughts, BHK?
Well, hang on. I think he wants to see something real quick.
Boy, we've got BHK standing up for that Heritage title.
I don't want to get in between these guys.
And the fact that it took breaking the rules tells me something. Bateman had to dig deep into his bag of tricks to beat Avalon.
No, I think he knows that Peter had him right where he wanted him, but that's the kind of stuff Bateman's known for, so you can't be surprised. But if he's the next guy to get a shot at this, you better believe I'm not going to fall for that stuff.
Heartbreaking loss for Avalon. There you see, perhaps we have a date with destiny with this man, BHK, and Bateman down the line. We will see you next week on Championship Wrestling.